Hello, my fellow crafters. Today I'm going to be making 4th of July inspired earrings using beads that I just picked up from Hobby Lobby. And these are going to be simple to make and perfect for summer show season. I'm going to leave a supply list here and in the description. Now let's get into this. Now, besides the fact that the 4th of July is almost here, it's also the 250th anniversary of the United States. And I've already noticed that a lot of people are wearing red, white, and blue earrings and jewelry and clothes and everything else like that. Just getting kind of all prepared for this year. So I wanted to make sure I had something a little bit extra besides the friendship bracelets that I usually make. So I am going to get to work making some earrings. Now the other thing that I've noticed this year is, as far as the earrings go, the ones that are on the chains seem to be the most popular, at least for me. So I am going to incorporate a chain into this pair also, because they have already proven to be a little bit more worthwhile for it. Now these here are just a simple red glass bead. These are actually a coated glass, but that's what they had available that looked like it might go with it. And then I found these really nice, shiny, faceted stars. So that'll make for a really eye-catching addition. And then for the white, I picked these out. I mean, they had a few different white options, but most of them were the fake pearls that just looked a little bit too not right for this. But I like this crackle, and I think these three beads are going to complement each other very well, even though they are very different styles. And I think that's half the beauty of it, is we're bringing those colors together with a very different style on each bead. Apparently these white ones have a little bit of debris on them, but okay. So first things first, what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a couple of these all on some wire. And I'm just going to bend that. Oh, I want to get a bead on there first. Okay, it's the powder they use when they're tumbling, or I should say it's the residue left over from tumbling. Instead of making the loop and wrapping around, I'm just going to fold it at that 90-degree angle and give it a trim. I believe I'm going to do that with most of these, just to make it a little bit quicker to do and use a little bit less wire. And I'm going to put them side by side so I can make sure that I'm cutting in pretty much the same spot. That way when I go to curl them over, they're going to be the same length. I'll probably make a few pairs of these in a few different styles. Like I said, I just thought it was going to be kind of almost important that I have some of these for this year. So today was the last day of the show we had done this weekend. And I'm going to be honest, the show was a rather small show and very, very, very slow. I mean, it was still nice weather and nice people. And we didn't lose money, so that's good. But I noticed so many people were wearing red, white, and blue. Like, I don't think I've seen that many people wearing red, white, and blue in one place in a long, long time. Like, I honestly don't even remember the last time I saw that many people wearing red, white, and blue like that. Like, everybody was in the spirit of the event. Or I should say everybody was in the spirit of this year. Okay, so let's get them curled under, and then we'll get our chain cut and start to assemble these. Now these here, because I am not wrapping it around, I am only turning it, I'm going to find the place on my round nose pliers and bring that down. I do make a tool that does this for you, but that's not really my speed. I don't personally like how the loops on them end up, or at least not so far that I have seen. And I really don't think it's operator error, I just think it's the way that it's done. I should say, I think it's the way that the tool is making the loops. I don't think it's the fault of the person using them. I just don't like it. To me, it doesn't look round enough. And maybe that's just my perception of it too, because everybody looks at things just a little bit differently depending on the person. All right. I'm going to set those off to the side for now. I will be making more, and I'm going to be making different links and stuff like that. Now these clippers here are an El Cheapo brand that I bought, that I save for cutting materials that are a bit harsher than what I would like to use my good trimmers for. Alright, I'm doing that to make sure that the chain is cut in the same length. Now this one here, I'm going to make a tiny bit shorter, or actually a lot shorter. And I actually think I'm going to do one even longer than the other one, the first one that I cut. Because why not? Alright. I think I'm going to let the stars be the longest bead. And I'll do the red at the top so it's red, white, and blue. I think that makes the most sense to me. And go ahead and get my ear hooks around. Okay. And use those two for the top. Like I said, I just picked up these beads this week at Hobby Lobby, so hopefully they still have some in stock. So now we got the white ones on the medium chain. Alright, and now for the last one, we got the red ones on the shortest chain. And now I am going to put them on with the longest first. So it's going to be the blue, white, and red. Okay, so there's one side. Blue, white, and red. So here we have our 4th of July patriotic inspired earrings. I'm going to make a few more of these yet, and I don't know, I might make a matching bracelet too. We'll see. See, nice, quick, and easy. Didn't take very much time at all. And it adds just a pop of color, and it's great for the 250-year anniversary of the United States of America. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. I hope that you enjoyed making these with me today, and I hope to see you again next week and see what we can get into then. In the meantime, I hope you have a wonderful week. Happy crafting. Thank you. Bye.